toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we see a squad from the Big 12, a crew looking to make a statement, taking on a team from the Big 10, the Washington Huskies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Washington's offense will take the first swing of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gets the back moving. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds his man. It's Burr. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating...
And the ball's out, and they're after it. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls out.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. They booted away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. A strike downfield. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Gets rid of it. Got his man quickly. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. The give to the lone running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield. It's Harris. And a defender missed. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Looking to get it in. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Turning it on! And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick release on the RPO. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? And from this angle, I don't think he got the 1st down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Here comes the option. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Riddick. And a sweet catch and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Pulls it in, it's Harris. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws toward the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Huskies. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Shakes off the defender. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll run play action. Got it behind the line. It's Carney. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He lobs one high down the left side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll leave it with him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Right back to the well. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Offense making its way under the field to start the drive. Off the play fake on first down. Looking for a huge play. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And here comes the punt team. He gets a block. Oh, he smashes his way through again. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Catch in the middle. It's Bird. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Well, the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint. The Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now this offense is back on the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking it back at the 10.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job. Already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on 2nd and long from the 10. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Carney. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Sampson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Shadow of the goalpost looming. 1st and 10 from their own 1, just looking for breathing room. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Backed up at their own 13-yard line. It's 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. From the gun, give on the inside. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Washington sends out the punt team. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Running back searching for a hole. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. So now it's second and long. Hand off from the shotgun. And that's a live ball behind the line. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
I tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the grab. It's Sampson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Catch in the middle. It's Sampson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the catch. It's Burr. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'll move the tight end to the ground and try to move the chains. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington. They'll immediately call timeout. They're in the red zone. First and 10 from the 20. To the ground. He's got it again. Smashes ahead. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Clock still running. Almost certainly the last play of the half. He'll set up to throw. Swings it out to his running back. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And he's already put one 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that said, let's send it back to our guys inside Husky Stadium.
Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Quick strike complete.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
On the move. Fights off a defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Got it in the middle. It's Hodges. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. 2nd and short now after that completion. The play-action fake. Fires to the middle. It's caught. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
How about the athletic ability by the big fella? You know, you got those big linebackers in there used to taking on fullbacks and offensive linemen the whole game. He understands for passing situations. I'm getting drops. I'm getting deep in my drops, playing the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, making the INT. What an athlete.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Off play action on 1st down. Working that left side now. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And to get rid of it quickly. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll try the run. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. They've got it down to the 32, 1st and 10 coming. The give on the inside. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Quick release by the QB. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. They'll run this play from the pistol. Hands it off. Fighting off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Going to sling it on second down. Finds his big tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
And it's a turnover on down.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Offense gets set for second down.
Brings up second down.
Now the play fake. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense picks it up. And he's going to make it all the way in for a touchdown off the fumble recovery.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Arizona State was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Sun Devils team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talk.
Oh, he's got some space. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment and the quarterback takes advantage and makes the big play down the field.
The Huskies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem, big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Breaks the tackle.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter. This quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one, make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that replay scoring drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.